Back everyone to Puntos Film Hobbies. I just came back from the local Gundam shop here, and VCA Gundam. Got a mini haul to share with you guys. There's a couple of things I wanted to pick up for a while. First off, in this, I just picked up a MS-06F Zaku 2 Zeon mass production mobile suit Bandai model. I've gotten, as you guys know, I went to a Gundam base recently, and I picked up some local Thailand market only Gundams, like this Beyond Global, and also this that's an HG, and then this MG Gundam as well. Pick these up. So I got this Zaku sort of to build out. I do need to get an RG as well, I feel, so this will get onto the build list up shortly. Need to kind of get that Gundam going. But the big haul from today was this item. It is a sealed up Mark V Iron Man model kit from Morstorm. It's part of the Iron Man 2 version. This was that briefcase one. I always was a huge fan of Iron Man when I was a kid, and we actually did a Iron Man painting a knockoff Iron Man miniature model on the channel. But this thing has got some great details on it. This was that suitcase armor. As you guys know, in the original Marvel comics, the Iron Man used to always change into Iron Man through a briefcase, right? So he'd have this briefcase that he would open up, and they kind of did a really cool take on that in the Iron Man 2 film. It looks like there's a lot of alternate hands in this one as well. But I remember always liking that as a kid. And yeah, here's that briefcase. You see the close-up here of the briefcase setup. It looks like you can store the hands in the briefcase, which is pretty clever. So if you guys remember that clip, it's Iron Man kind of reaches down and he basically he puts his hands into the briefcase, and then like the chest plate sort of expands around him, and he's able to build that. So yeah, so I got this on the table. They did have an Iron Man Mark 6 there, but they've sold out on these, but they had a ton of these left. I didn't get it for very cheap. I mean, it's still pretty much the price. I don't know, about $50-$60 is what I picked this up for, which I think is cheaper than what's out there. But yeah, scale 1/9 scale plastic model. So I got that Iron Man. I'm gonna get this built up. Unfortunately, in that scene in Iron Man 2, they trashed this like within seconds of it being created. But I do like the concept of it and the way they engineered it. It really seems like it could realistically unfold as an Iron Man armor. You know, we recently did, as you guys know, I recently did on our podcast channel, I did this Enforcer Comics gimmick. This was a comic book that I used to make when I was a kid, and I actually just printed them up. But I used to do this knockoff of Iron Man. So I've always liked Iron Man all the way back from the day. And the one thing about the old Iron Man armor was Iron Man would always be experimenting with different armors. I think Marvel did a pretty good job with that. But, you know, I'm kind of over the whole Marvel thing. I think that superhero fatigue, or whatever you want to call it, is a thing. And but at the same time, I thought, yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it's something I'd like to build. So I'll get a video of us building this as well. And then for sure, I have also something from past builds. Got this U.S. aircraft carrier Hornet that I picked up at the Tamaya shop. I still want to build this for use with maybe a diorama with one of the Evangelion, like a beast mode. Not beast mode, but it's Ava Unit 2. As you guys remembered, I did a beast mode build. You can go check out our beast mode build. But, you know, you can have the beast mode on the top of the aircraft carrier or something like that. I thought that would be pretty cool, but go out and check out these builds if you want. We've got all the Evangelion builds on the channel, so if you're interested in that, please do go check it out. And then absolutely would like to get these Gundam built. This is that Thailand exclusive Gundam docks. This is the HG Bandai, and then this new RG that I just picked up, the Zaku unit. I think this is pretty cool. As you guys can see, it's just a standard Zaku guy, but I think it'll be pretty fun to build. Now that I've kind of made my way through all the Evangelion Evas, I think I'm going to push into the Gundam space for model builds. The channel is sponsored by the books from Pontos Fathom Press that we create. We get a sister channel called Pontos Fathom Press, and it helps us to support our hobbies channel. First up is the Omnibus Edition Cat 2 Journals Out of Lovecraft's Providence. This collects the 6 individual volumes of Genealogy of Cthulhu, Archaeology of Yog-Sothoth, and Psychoanalysis of Rilliah. That makes up the first trilogy. There's also Hermeticism of Hastur, the Alchemy of Azathoth, and the Necromancy of Nyarlathotep. Put them together and you get this massive tome. You can buy these individually. You can go check out our podcast or our Patreon as well and get some information on these before you buy. But it helps to support our channel, so really appreciate that. We've also got out there The King in Yellow and Lost Carcosa and the Yellow Sign, Tales of the Yellow Sign, Volume 1 and 2. We're also putting together some podcast lecture notes. We've been doing a podcast now for a couple of years since the lockdown. We've got topics on Lovecraft, Frank Herbert, Philip K. Dick, pulps like Conan, Solomon Kane, John Carter of Mars, even anime like Evangelion and Bleach, Song of Ice and Fire, Tolkien, and our esoteric dragon mysteries, decoding the dragon symbol in myth and occult traditions. Finally, the Dune saga. Frank Herbert's Dune, super popular with the release of Dune 2. This is William Mitchell's Alchemy and Anthroposophy in the Dune saga, getting behind what makes Dune such an interest with people. Some of those Jungian, alchemical, and anthroposophical themes, but also digging deep into things like the ethics of the God Emperor Dune, the politics of Dune Messiah, and looking into Herbert's influences from Samuel Butler into some of those powers of the Bene Gesserit, Bene Tleilax, and even in looking into the war against the machines. Finally, we've got Artificial Psychology of Desiring Machines, August Moldenhauer, William Mitchell, digging deep into the rise of machine intelligence and looking at that balance between machinic desire and also the automation of humanity. So really something compelling for these days. Go check it out. Helps us support the channel. You can also check out our Patreon, and as usual, like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this. I'll get these cleared off, and if you guys like and subscribe, you can get notified to when I build these. So yeah, thanks for watching.